On the same day, during night, she responded and she gave me some material. I have completely out of 5 subjects, I have 4 subjects now, except HRM. I'll share you.
Okay. Out of 5, you have 4, huh? Okay.
Yeah, 4
I have
PDFs I got.
quantitative analysis I have. That they have.
Okay.
You can share it in the group actually. What we have, I'll tell you.
Okay.
We have
Okay.
quantitative analysis they have shared with us. Managerial economics they have given. Those 2 are the
Yeah,
complete books
yes.
we have. And then the
Only
first
those
one.
2.
Yeah, only
Okay.
those
I
2
have
are
business environment also.
business
I have
environment
finance
in the
and
group you can.
I'll share in the group then. Let's join the meeting.
Business
Someone has
environment we
started.
have. And then human resource management they have to send.
Yeah, that's the only
Business
subject they
environment.
have to.
Yeah, rest of it are all common. And the first one,
the 4 PDFs you have right now.
we have 5 actually.
Yeah,
After this,
out of
we
5,
have
we have only
HRM.
4 in hand, right?
No, we have, our batch has received only 2.5.
Okay. I'll share it in the group then. Huh?
Yeah. Please share it in the group. It will be a huge help.
Okay. After the class, I'll do it.
Yeah, and no, we don't need a quantitative analysis. We don't need. We have that already. Managerial economics also we have.
Yeah, quantitative analysis is like what you said. It's you already have it, right? Yes.
Yeah, and managerial economics also we have. We need the other book, and one more, the first one, no, management behavior and process. In that 4 blocks they have given. 4 blocks we have. The 5th one we are yet to receive.
So now you need business environment and management behavior. These 2 PDFs, right?
In that the 5th block, the last one, and human resource management, the last subject.
HRM we haven't got it yet. No one has
Okay, you
shared
haven't.
to like there
In
is
business
no
environment.
at the side.
Okay, then business environment you share with us, and that will make it. Yeah. And managerial behavior and process. In that, did you receive all the 5? You check it once. If all the 5 are there, then you share that. If 4 only are there, we don't need it. Sir has no one has come. Professor hasn't come, but they have made it live.
Yeah, good evening. We have with us Sunita Reddy, Thiru Reddy, and Vandana, yeah, of PG Diploma, right? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. See,
Yes,
yesterday
ma'am.
we have seen the broad view of what business exactly is, isn't it? So, as your block 1 speaks about business environment, so introduction type. So, we'll be seeing 3 units in this. One would be, it will be dealing with the environment of business. Then you have internal environment of business and then international environment of business. Okay. So, yesterday we have seen what business is. So, in simple words, just let us just recap. Yeah. It is nothing more than just a person or a group of persons who are properly organizing themselves to produce or to distribute goods or services. Okay. So, in other words, we can say all the activities which are involved in the production, okay, in the production or distribution of goods and services, whether it is buying, whether it is selling, whether it is financing or personal or so. Okay. So this is what is business. And we have seen some of the characteristics of business also. Let us now see the contemporary objectives of business, right? So we can divide these contemporary objectives of business, so with what intention a business is started and how it will serve the society and all. So we can broadly divide it into 4. One is economic objectives, second is social objectives, third is human objectives, and fourth one is national objectives. So one after the other, we'll see what the economic objectives of a business is. See, as I told you yesterday, that business is basically an economic activity. What it tries to do is, it tries to satisfy the human wants, okay, by producing goods or services which are essential, okay, to satisfy the human wants. So it's an economic activity. So majorly in economic objectives, there are 3 sub-objectives we can say. That is, first one is earning profit, second one is creating customers, and third one is innovation. Okay. Now, when we look into earning profits, yes, the main intention, there would be something that we expect in return, isn't it? Even you are doing PG diploma in HRM with an intention, either to get a job or to start your own entrepreneurship, right? Or to be an entrepreneur, right? So with some intention would be do some activity. So likewise, business, it's an economic activity, mainly is to earn profit, okay, because it is the reward. Profit, no, it is a reward for whatever the risk they are taking, because they are investing their amount, no, sometimes their whole hard-earned money or hard-earned savings, they just put into business. So they are taking some risk. So in return, they try to get something, and that something is profit. So sub objective under economic objective is number 1, earning profits. Okay. Next is creating customers. See, today's business is customer centric. Whatever you have to produce keeping in mind the needs, the tastes, the likes, the dislikes of customers. Okay. So you need to create customers. Okay. So not just earning profits, what they have to do, they have to create customers. Okay. So when you can create customers, when you give some product or service, they should be satisfied with your services. They should be satisfied with the product they are using. They should be satisfied with the services you are providing. Okay. So therefore, businesses, they should create customers. Now, how they can do? They can do through advertisements. Okay. Plenty of advertising. They try to grab, even nowadays you might have seen Airtel, their main intention, family oriented advertisements they show, how to have a binding among all the relations in the family. So how the Airtel washing powder will help the home. So they are catching the nerve of the customers, because no, most of the people in India, they are family oriented and all. So through advertising, they try to create customers. Likewise, through salesmanship, right? They try to catch hold of the customers who are already there, and they create some new customers. Okay. So what the business have to do? They have to satisfy the needs of customers by producing what required goods of needed by the customers, by creating some utility. Okay, it may be place or time or value, whatever utility, they have to create it. Next is innovations. Yeah, see, you might have seen you bathing soaps. When you look into good olden days, the life boy, it was like a hard stone, which we hold, no, our hand would just get hold back. Okay, so that was the weight of the life boy during good olden days in 80s and 90s and all. I experienced it. But now you have a very soft, yeah, you have liquid soaps and all. The main human want is to clean their body and face, but the product they are using is soap, but not in a hard rectangular form, but in a liquid form. And some in places you have some foam type of soaps also. So this is nothing but creation of products. Okay, innovation. Simple product of soap only, but they have innovated it into a foam or a liquid soaps and all. So such innovation is required in a business. So we can say that business is an organ of dynamism. It's an organism of change. Okay. All the efforts have to be made in making better products. Okay. Business always have to see that they have to make some better products, but remember that minimizing the cost. Okay, and maximizing the benefit. So they should always have a cost benefit analysis, right? So these are the economic objectives of business. So hope till here you have understood the economic objectives of business. Yeah, shall we proceed? Yeah, we'll now move to social objectives. So in this, around 6 sub-objectives are there under social objectives. One is supplying desired goods at reasonable prices or rates, fair remuneration to employees, employment generation, fair return to investor, and then social welfare, then payment of taxes. So these are the 6 social objectives. Now, why it should be? See, yesterday I told you that business need to be socially responsible, right? They have to give something back to the society. I have given you an example also yesterday that a sanitary pad, 1 rupee would be given to the blind people and all. So that is a social responsibility, right? So because see, business is not running in that. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. Yesterday you gave an example also.
Yeah. Shall I proceed? Yes. So remember that, see, business is not running in vacuum. It is a part and parcel of society. So it's taking raw materials, it is taking physical resources and human resources all from the society and producing, and it cannot just simply satisfy itself with having all the economic objectives, right? So what they have to do, they have to give in return to the society. So business must therefore discharge some social responsibilities, right? Now, number 1, as I told you, supplying desired goods at reasonable prices. So it is utmost responsibility of an entrepreneur or a business entity to supply what? Goods and services which are required in the society. See, we do not need drugs. We do not need some phone type and all such products, okay, right? Because they are not acceptable by the society. We need products related to food, clothing, and shelter. These are basic things a human being need, isn't it? So the products related to these in the required compositions should be provided to the people, and that too at reasonable prices, at reasonable rates, not too heavy or not too low, but because even the business has to survive, so they need some profits, and customers also, they need some products for to satisfy their wants. So therefore, price should be set in such a, some optimal price they have to decide, so that both, it should be a win-win situation to business and the customers, right? Okay. Next is fair remuneration to employees. Yeah, this is because employees, employee engagement, employee satisfaction is a must for a business to survive. So what do employees expect? What they expect? Their salaries to be in time, increments in time. They want some healthy measures, right, in their unit, in their department, right? And some safety measures must be given to them, and some welfare measures. These are the things an employee, you or me, would expect, right? So when you are giving them fair remuneration, fair salaries, by recognizing their contributions, right? Then they'll feel happy. Happy employees definitely would serve the organization in a happier mood, isn't it? In happy way. So therefore, you should provide them incentives apart from giving them wages and salaries. So if it is Diwali and all, some kind of gift and all, right? So they'll feel very happy. So because even employees are part and parcel of society, so fair remuneration must be given to them. And the third one is employment generation. See, I don't know, the days to come, no, it would be all artificial intelligence. They are saying that more robots would be coming and all. Let us see what would happen. But I think human activity is needed even to switch on that robo and all, isn't it? So therefore, I think we need some people there. So we have to create some jobs. Okay, some jobs in such a way that there would be some work to all the people in the society. Okay, so business, they should provide opportunities for gainful employment to members of the society. If unemployment problem increases, then there will be disturbances in socio-economic environment, so which is not a healthy feature, right? So that you have to keep in mind. Next is fair return to investor. See, investors, they invest their money in your business expecting dividends or expecting interest, right? So therefore, you as a business man should provide them good return, good dividend. If they are the shareholders, if they are the debenture holders, a good interest has to be given, because investors are also part and parcel of society. So if they are happy, they know that they are getting their dividends at regular intervals, then they will invest. When they invest more in the business, there's a possibility of having more finances so that they can expand their business. Okay, so fair return to investors. Then we'll move to social welfare. See, business, they should provide support to social, cultural and religious organizations. The society has permitted the business to operate. Thus, it is the bound of the duty of the business houses to pay their duties to the society through welfare measures. So we have now a concept called CSR. You might have all heard about it. CSR, that is corporate social responsibilities, right? They have to do this corporate social responsibility programs, involve various initiatives, especially to promote social welfare. It may be plantation, yeah, it may be donating something, or providing aids. See, during monsoon, heavy rainfall and all, some companies, they have distributed food and all those things, right, free of cost. So such social welfare activities must be taken by the business. Okay, and then very important, because any government would work only if they get taxes. So business people should pay tax in terms of either direct tax or indirect tax, okay? For every time they have to pay taxes regularly, because government needs some revenue so that they can do some welfare measures to the society, like construction of dams, construction of roads. So as such they have to do. So therefore they expect taxes from business, so they have to pay taxes regularly, right? So these are all social objectives. Now we will move to human objectives. See, human objectives, that is labor is a valuable human resource. You do all agree, right? And their well-being is very important. So therefore, the objectives are labor welfare, developing human resources, and then participative management. Right. So now let us first see labor welfare. See, by business, no, they should first recognize that dignity of labor and human factor, they both have to be given due recognition. Proper opportunities must be provided for utilizing individual talents. See, some employees, they are good at singing, some at dance, some cracking jokes and all. Some they are very hardworking people, some they are very smart. So you have different kinds of people, okay? So you have to recognize their individual talents and accordingly assign duties and responsibilities, so that they feel happy and they satisfy, okay? So when business, they satisfy the aspirations of the workers, then well and good, okay? So labor welfare activities must be taken, whether it is related to health, whether related to safety, or whether related to social security, okay? Health, so providing good working environment in the organization, all right? Safety, providing them uniforms and ID card, and wherever is needed, no smoking zone, fire zone and all that boards have to get, so that they don't enter into that zone, okay? So these are all the safety measures. And first aid that have to be kept in the organizations, and then education to their children, medical reimbursement. So as such, if you give, then you are thinking nothing but the welfare of the laborers, okay? That is a human objective. Next is developing human resources. See, employees, they must be provided the opportunities of developing new skills. See, the clerk, he was good at debiting and crediting, making journals, okay, journalizing the transactions, and then ledger, and then profit and loss account, and just very happy with all the manual work. Will he survive today? No. He must be given training in Tally, yeah, even in MS Excel, right? Because computerized accounting has come. So then how he will learn if you give them training? So what you're giving training means you are developing his skill of accounting, right? So likewise, you have to develop human resources. Then the third very important one is participative management. See, employees must be given an opportunity, we can say, to take some decisions, okay? You should make them a part of your decision making process, because they are at the ground level, they know what exactly are the problems. Then they can share with the head of the departments, and head of the departments with the board, so that they get involved and make a strategy by which they can gain some profit, right? So participative management is very important. So these are all the human objectives. Next, we'll move to national objectives. See, national objectives of business, they are optimum utilization of resources. See, as I told you yesterday, that resources are limited, okay, but wants are unlimited. But as a business, we have to satisfy the wants of the human beings, which are unlimited with the limited sources available, okay? So therefore, they should plan in such a way that they have to utilize the available resources to the best possible manner. Okay, optimum utilization of resources should be there. Okay, then only it is possible for to have a balanced growth. Okay, you have to minimize the wastages. You should minimize whatever scarce natural resources are there. Right, try to find an alternative. Right now, if you see, when we have no thermal energy being reduced, so we are going for a solar energy and all, right? So such ways of thinking should be brought by the entrepreneurs. Okay. Next is national self-reliance. It is the duty of business to help the government, especially in increasing the exports. Okay, in increasing the exports and reducing the imports. See, imports are more than the countries, GDP would be low only. But when you are exporting to the other countries, definitely national income grows. So you have to see that India should become self-reliant. It is only possible when business try to give exports, right? Okay, or increase their exports, right? Next is development of small scale industries. The big business firms, they are supposed to encourage the growth of small scale industries. And in turn, small scale industries, they have to encourage cottage industries, right? And rural industries, handicrafts industries, agriculture industry, because they are gone into rural areas and all. You have to develop all the areas of the country. So therefore, big businesses should give assistance, support, either in financial or administrative or managerial, to the small units. Okay, so then you can earn, you can gain national objective of business, right? Then development of backward areas. See, there are many tribal areas, there are many desert areas, mountainous area which are not developed. When you see seven sisters of our country, Nagaland and all, what is happening in Manipur and all, they are still neither, I mean, undeveloped areas only, underdeveloping, right? So you need to develop those areas also. So even the central government tries to give subsidies to open a business over there, some concessions and some beautiful schemes for investment patterns and all in those areas, so that that area grows, right? So these are all the national objectives of a business. Now let us come to, see, we know what business is, what are the objectives of business. Now, business environment. See, if I take myself, I am being influenced by the internal environment of my body, the temperature, the flow of blood, the sugar level, the salt level in my body, the potassium level, right? That definitely would influence me. If the salt has increased and all, I do get BP, or sugar level is increased, I get sugar. So that would affect my health. And even the external environment. See, when you see the heavy rains during the last week of July, I was unable to do any kind of the Zoom meeting or online, because there's no power. Power cut was there for several hours. Laptop is not charged. So I was disabled, right? Because not by my health, but my external environment called monsoon, right? Heavy rains during. So what I mean to say is, as an individual, we are affected, we are influenced by our internal environment as well as an external environment. So is business. Okay, so business also is affected by its internal environment and external environment. So now let us understand what business environment is. See, business environment, as Arthur M. Wemmer has said, let me quote, business environment encompasses the climate or set of conditions, economic, social, political, or institutional, in which business operations are conducted. Okay, Business environment encompasses the climate or a set of conditions. It may be economic conditions or social conditions or political conditions or institutional conditions which are affected by in running the business or operations. Then we call it as business environment. Let us take another definition given by Wheeler. What he's saying is the total of the things external to firms and industries that affect the function of organization, we call it as business environment. Okay, so when we look into this business and environment, then we'll see what an interaction of business with environment is. Okay. Yeah, if I have a diagram, if I can share, I just share it. Just a minute.
Ma'am, sorry to interrupt you,
Yeah,
but we have class at 3:30, like HRM class is there, ma'am. The next session, we have to join in the class.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, then I'll wind up and
Shall we
tomorrow.
continue next week, ma'am, if you don't mind?
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Right. Okay, then. No problem. Till here, if you have any
Thank you.
doubts, you can ask.
No, ma'am, no. It's clear. Thank you.
Okay, then. Okay, then. Right. See you next week.
Thank you, ma'am.